Emma Raducanu has been defended after England rugby boss Eddie Jones blamed distractions for the 18-year-old's recent losses. The coach claimed her defeats in Indian Wells and Romania down to a Vogue magazine shoot, though many have pointed out that the Bromley local actually completed the photoshoot and interview prior to the US Open. Now, the young tennis star's recent results have been justified by a comparison to retired legend Pete Sampras. Raducanu achieved something unprecedented in the sport just 2 months ago, as she became the first qualifier in history to win a Grand Slam title. Ranked down at world number 150 at the time, then a career high for the Brit, she won 3 qualifying rounds and 7 main draw matches without dropping a set en route to the US Open title. The seemingly impossible achievement saw Raducanu shoot up into the world's top 25, as she was propelled to newfound levels of superstardom almost overnight. The US Open had been just the 4th tour-level tournament the 18-year-old had played, as she lost in the opening rounds of WTA 250 events in Nottingham and Silicon Valley, though made the second week of Wimbledon as a wildcard earlier in the summer. Raducanu was then forced to adjust to life on the Pro Tour almost immediately, returning to the match court a few weeks later at the WTA 1000 in Indian Wells, where she lost her opening match to world number 100 Alexandra Sasnovich, looking flat in the slow desert conditions. It was a better result for the world number 20 at the Transylvania Open at the end of October, as she made it all the way to the quarterfinal, ticking off some career firsts in the process. Raducanu had never won a match on the WTA Tour prior to playing in Cluj-Napoca, and scored her first against Polona Hercog in her opening match with the 4-6, 7-5, 6-1 victory over the world number 124, also marking her first ever 3-set match at tour level. However, her campaign at the Transylvania Open ended with a one-sided loss to fellow teenager Marta Kostyuk, who got the better of the US Open champion with a 6-2, 6-1 quarterfinal victory. England rugby coach Jones has since hit out at the teenage tennis star, in an attempt to protect young rising rugby star Marcus Smith, after the 22-year-old was influential in the team's 69-3 win over Tonga on Saturday. Not wanting Smith to be sidetracked by distractions, after being heralded as the next big thing in the sport, the rugby boss directly references Raducanu as he said, "There's a reason why the young girl who won the US Open hasn't done so well afterwards. What have you seen her on, the front page of Vogue and Harper's Bazaar or whatever it is, wearing Christian Dior clothes? All that is a distraction around her. It might not be to that degree with Marcus, but potentially it could be." The 61-year-old has since been slammed for his remarks, with many pointing out that a Vogue photoshoot and interview with Raducanu published on September 7 before she won the US Open, was completed prior to her trip to America for the summer hard court swing, and was an inside story rather than a cover feature, while others criticized Jones for not knowing Raducanu's name. Now, the 18-year-old has been defended by renowned tennis publicist Randy Walker, who pointed out a comparison between the Bromley local and 14-time major champion Pete Sampras, who also experienced Grand Slam success at a young age. Remember when Pete Sampras won the US Open at age 19 in 1990? Perhaps some on Twitter weren't born yet. And how he struggled to get accustomed to his new life, he tweeted. He didn't win another ATP event for almost a year and didn't win another major for 3 years. So far, Raducanu's only career title is the US Open, though the teenager is yet to complete a full year on tour and is currently preparing for just her 7th tour-level event in Linz, her final tournament of the 2021 season.